So I'm starting out this video with objects that I created, just primitives. A sphere that I squished, hemispheres that I located, and a cylinder that I drew and made some modifications to. And so for what I want to show you for this video, how to attach different primitives that you've created together to make sure that you have one object. When we're working with materials and you want to apply the same material to all of these parts and you want to treat this as one object, you want to permanently bind them all together so that they will act as one object, you want to use attach. There are different ways, and I'll cover those in the Blackboard course, on how to get objects together. We've covered Boolean, we've covered grouping, we've talked a little bit about linking. But for this, for what you're doing and what we're going to be doing next semester with rigging, you want to be able to permanently bind your objects to each other. Okay? So I'm starting with I've created my shapes, and I'm going to convert to editable poly. All of them. I think I already did those two. Okay, select, right click, convert to editable poly. All right, and then once I have all of those, I'm going to start with this shape, which is my head, and attach my ears and my nose to this shape. All right, I'm going to come over here to element, because that's what I have selected here. It's the element. And I'm going to scroll down to my edit geometry. And then right here I can attach. So the little list, attach list to the right of the attach button, will list all the other objects that I have available. So I can select one, or I can hold down my control key. Oops. Or shift key, and select them all. And now everything is attached, and you see what happened. The other three objects that I attached to my head change color so that I now know this is one object, and it will act like one object. Okay, so whenever I apply material to this, and I'll just very quickly do this to show you. I haven't set this up for Arnold, so I'm just going to use a standard material. And we'll just do this very quickly so you can see. Okay. Now I'm on element, so each one of these will be a separate element. So I can attach different materials, but in this case I wanted to attach all my materials. Okay. So when I've gotten out of my sub-object mode, I'm just back on the original editable poly up here, you can see it's one object. And so when I attach this material, it shows that I have done that. Okay, and then when we get in here and do other things with your models, this will help you be able to permanently create one object in a manner that I personally prefer to Boolean objects. You see how when you Boolean objects, sometimes you get weird stuff that happens, lines and things, and it does strange things. It doesn't happen. It keeps everything pristine as its original. And so this is the way to do that. Let me know if you have any questions.